First of all, before starting with the questions, I would like to pass on my condolences to the family of Luis Aragonés and just say what a loss it is for the world of football. The truth is, I was quite relaxed in the first half. A little bit anxious because we could have extended that initial advantage we had, because I believe, obviously, like everybody, the game doesn't finish until the final whistle. I think the feeling we had in the first half was that after half an hour the game was over, and I think we paid dearly for that. And obviously, in a week when I said that from now on errors will start to be very costly, we've committed a few.
Well, obviously ours is a winning dressing room, and when things don't work out, when we draw or when we lose, well, you feel that. But there's no doubt that on Monday we'll have got our heads up again. We'll be thinking about the Copa del Rey. We've got the semi-finals on Wednesday against Real Sociedad. So on we go, and it's important that this does hurt us. A dressing room and a team that wants to win things, well, every point you lose, that's got to hurt. But that definitely doesn't mean that we're on the floor.
Today is a bad day after yesterday's defeat, but beyond that I'm happy to be back playing again. I played a couple of games in a row now. I feel good mentally, because it's difficult when you're injured and you're out. Every coach has his own style. We came from a time with Tito. He was quite similar to Pep, because they'd worked together very closely, and they'd worked together for a long time with us in the youth system. And we didn't notice the difference too much. But now with Tata, he comes from outside the club. You can tell the difference. It's another way of preparing for games.
We played Real Sociedad in the first half of the season in the league, and they played with some regular starters then, but not all of them, because they were involved in the Champions League at that time. But they were a team who came here to give us a game, and we saw them last weekend against Atletico Madrid as well, playing pretty much without a number 9, and they usually do play with a number 9. So I think we could see them play either way against us in the Cup on Wednesday. But it depends on what we do to determine the kind of game that they play as well. Yes, we always talk to the players, especially after such a strange game as the Valencia game the other day. And what's clear, and this is repeating what I said to the players after the game, when we're on top in a game and we can establish a good lead because we're playing so much better than the other team, we have to do that. And as well, we talked about the mistakes we made in the second half and the tactics in general.
I think in the first half, apart from the beginning, I think the team was fluid. I think today we had quite a few shots from outside the box, more than on other occasions. We managed to get balls in from the wings for people arriving from midfield, more than in other matches. It's true that we scored 2 goals which had a little more to do with good luck rather than our play, but then that's not usually the case. But I think it was a decent performance, a correct performance. I think the other day Valencia's counter-attack, well, in a tie over 180 minutes, that could be the difference. I think we thought about that too much, perhaps. It was difficult. They were defending for the whole game. And it's difficult to attack. But I think we picked up a really important victory. I think the first leg in a 2-leg tie, it's important not to concede, and we've scored twice. I think whatever happens here, we were always going to decide the tie there. And that's what we expected, and now let's even get to the final.
The game against Sevilla is of maximum importance because we know we're playing for a lot in this game. And we know it's going to be hard. They're having a great season, Sevilla. They made things very hard for us in the league here at Camp Nou. And at home, in front of their fans, the team they've got, the way they go out, it's going to be a very competitive game. And I'm very happy for the chance to play my 250th game for Barca against Sevilla. A lot of games. Happy to have been here over these last few years. So happy with the statistics, but I hope to add to them. I was saying to the players that of the away games that we've got left in the league, the trip to Sevilla will be among the very hardest. First of all, Sevilla are a very intense team, very hard-working team, very strong at home as well. It was very hard for us too to beat them here at home earlier in the season. As well, they're very well drilled for all their set pieces, and so it's a key game against Sevilla.